Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking. It is Friday night, and we are live streaming the Nerd Den, where we sit around and talk about nerdy stuff, and talk about the nerds that aren't here yet. Where the hell are all the other nerds?
There's one sitting right here, right now.
Yeah, but there's others.
All right,
They're not here.
Then I'll just go mute and let you nerd out on your own, son.
Or you can tell us about the Daytona Comic Con that you went to.
Oh yeah. Well.
Hey, Reality's here. He says, "Hello, nerds. Welcome, Reality. Welcome to the show."
Well, in point of fact, it wasn't the Daytona Comic Con. It was the DeLand Comic Con.
Oh, okay. I get the
fine point of distinction, since they're both held in the same building in the same county fairground, and they pretty much have the same vendors and they're run by the same people.
Pretty much, yeah. They got to call it something different each time. Right?
It's something weird about Florida this time of year. This is when all the Comic Cons in Florida take place. You know, in like the early part of the year when the weather's cool.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, wasn't the weather very nice?
Oh, it was nice then. It was beautiful today.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and here's the funny thing is that, so for those who aren't familiar with the geography of Volusia County, Florida, which is where both of us live. Actually, no, it's where I live. You live in Jacksonville, which is
right
entirely. That's like
it's Duval County is where I live.
I mean, I'm a New Yorker, but
okay.
So is that the biggest place is basically everything that really matters that ever happens around here uses the word Daytona, because Daytona Beach, even though Daytona is actually not the biggest town, it's Deltona, and DeLand is the county seat, and the Daytona Comic Con, the Daytona Beach Comic Convention is in DeLand at the Volusia County Fairgrounds, but there's actually going to be a Comic Con in Florida later this month, and it's called I believe it's called Ocean Con or something like that.
Ocean Con,
Ultimate Con, Ultimate Con Daytona.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of Ultimate Con before. So
yeah, I got to buy my tickets, and it's literally just like a 15-minute walk from my house. So we have the Daytona Beach Comic Con, which is nowhere near Daytona Beach.
Right.
We have the Ultimate Con, which actually is in Daytona Beach, and we have the DeLand Comic Con, which is in DeLand, but it's also almost entirely identical, down to the same vendors as the Daytona Comic Con. So yeah, and there's a lot of, and it's not just this. So there's also, let's see, there. Oh, that's right. There's the Brick City Anime Festival, which is actually this weekend in beautiful Ocala.
Okay.
Might actually go to that. Actually, no, I can't because I'm going fishing tomorrow. There's Central Florida Comic Con in Lakeland. Yeah, there's like literally like a con every single weekend somewhere in Florida between now and April. So
okay.
Yeah, there's Collective Con in Jacksonville. Then of course there's MegaCon, which is the big one in March. There's one in St. Pete's. There's one in Pensacola, Pensacon. There's Comic Con The Cruise, which I think is pretty much what it says. That's Tampa, Florida to Nassau. So yeah, if you got money to spend and you like overpriced seafood combined with an open bar and comic books, that's probably your thing.
When is the cruise?
All right, let me share the screen, okay?
Okay.
Where the hell is everybody?
Well, here's Todd.
All right.
Better late than never.
All right.
Well, yeah.
All right. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, here's Comic Con The Cruise, 2026, January 30th to February 3rd. The ultimate fan adventure, 48 Caribbean adventure aboard Celebrity Constellation. Holy shit! Look at the pricing for this.
What is it?
It starts at $1,300.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well.
Yeah, and
$1,300 is not bad for a good cruise, but 4 days.
Oh, well, let's
Who
see.
else? They have a list of who's going to be there.
Well, we'll see in a minute. Now dive into the ultimate fan adventure. I can already taste the seasickness. Let's see. The Talent. Hosted by Felicia Day.
Okay.
Let's see. Hey, that's not bad. Dominic Monaghan, Billy Boyd, Jason Isaacs.
Have nothing to do with comics, so keep going.
Nope. Well, Ashley Eckstein is, she's not comic. She's like a voice actor. Alex Kingston, remember her from ER? Not A-list, but not C-list either. There's a lot of cosplayers. If that's your thing.
Cosplayers. Yeah, when they promote cosplayers before comic book artists and writers, that's usually a bad sign.
I don't think that. Well, there's the Joe. I don't see any.
Artist Alley. There we go. Go a little further.
Dan Parent, Amanda
Connor, and Jimmy Palmiotti. They come out of Florida, so they live in Florida. So
Billy Tucci, John Rose.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know any of these names, but I'm sure.
Kevin Nolan, cool. Sanford Green.
Sarah Meyer, featuring Guardians of the Groove and DJ Miss Ninja. That
was a very, very small Artist Alley list.
Well, it's a cruise, so I doubt they're.
How much was the cruise?
Starting at $1,300.
Pricing. Well, let's see. Book now. Let's see. Starts at $1,500 now. 1,500. Yeah, it's probably. I think there's some discounts to help. 1,540 is the lowest. Goes all the way up to 5,400.
Which are sold out.
Yeah. They're all sold. No?
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, but like I said, there's
to the White House.
What was that?
I don't know. It's probably Todd.
Yeah.
I'm going through I've got a bunch of basically every year I just have a massive shit ton of files that I have to go through and get rid of, and that one just happened to be some random video. I don't know.
So the thing about Pirates of the Caribbean, you can still say midget, right? Here it is, Martin Kleba. Yeah, so this guy was at the Daytona Beach was at the Land Comic Con, for autographs.
Yeah.
Although I didn't see anyone actually signing up for anything. But
that's the kind of person you want to bring to a comic convention.
Yeah. I mean, they have
comic conventions expand to the Hollywood people, and that's all they focus on.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but that pretty much started around the early 2000s. I mean, I think people point to the whole Marvel thing as doing it, but actually it was Twilight. I think, from what I understand, Twilight, the Twilight movies was the point where Hollywood kind of breached the comic book convention world. Because
but there isn't a Twilight comic book anywhere.
Well, no, but the thing is that what it did was, well, first off, it brought women in large numbers into that field, but also, like the whole Marvel movies, they were still comic book adjacent. I mean, they still at least paid lip service to the comic books. Yeah. Whereas,
Todd, don't you miss comic book conventions that had comic stuff there?
I don't.
The only one that still is true to form is Heroes Con.
This is true. Yeah.
Actually, this is the Brick City Anime Festival is now here, which is tomorrow actually. Take a look at this. I want to see what's here.
Okay.
That's the Hilton.
Well, while you're looking at that, we're going to talk about something else.
All right, go ahead. I'm going to stop sharing now, okay?
Okay, good deal.
All right.
So, you guys remember we talked about the debacle of Marvel's launch of the new Ultimate Endgame #1 in the blind bags?
Yeah.
In which the large mass majority of books that were in the blind bags were damaged. And, it was funny. I was reading some articles where some of the store owners opened up some of the bags, saw the condition of the comics, and said, we cannot, in good conscience, put these out for people to buy.
Wait, really quick. So was it just the bags looked mint or something, but they just got damaged in shipping?
No, they were packed in ridiculous bags.
Okay.
There was too much room in the bags. They weren't snug. The comics slid all over the place. The entire packaging of the comics in the blind bag was horrible. Oh, I forgot. You weren't here. You missed out on the whole discussion when I actually opened one up.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
All right.
What
Well,
did yours look? Was it good?
no, it was damaged, and it was a regular A cover, that I could have bought off the shelf in mint condition, but I bought the blind bag and got a beat up, dinged up copy. Well, at the store that I go to, Coliseum of Comics, they had 2 whole rows of the blind bags. Now, these things were $5.99 each, and they had a little sign up that mentioned the fact that the books are damaged, or there's a good high percentage that there's going to be a damaged book inside the blind bag. Well, I was reading articles to the guys where there was a couple of retailers that said they saw the damage that was on inside the bags, and in good conscience could not sell these to their customers. So they pulled them off the shelves.
Wow.
Well, I went back to Coliseum this week and they were all gone. And I asked the guy, I said, so did you guys return them to Marvel or what happened? He says, oh no, we sold out. I said, you sold them all? And one of the managing ladies there said, oh yeah, we had a lady came in, bought 30 copies and then came back and bought 39 more. And I'm like, are people just that desperate and dumb? I said, you can only watch a person walk into a wall so many times, but they were happy. They sold them all. They got rid of all of them. They sold them all. Stupid.
That's really stupid.
Anyway, there's an article here on Bleeding Cool in which Marvel, who is now planning their next blind bag promotion in April, is Daredevil #1. And the article says, Marvel Comics promises to take better care of Daredevil 1 blind bags.
Is that what they're saying, really?
Yep. It says Marvel addresses quality concerns for Daredevil 1, the True Believer blind bag with better packaging. Stephanie Phillips and Lee Gabbert launch a new Daredevil 1 series on April Fool's Day. Blind bags feature rare variant covers, exclusive sketch, and ultra rare hand-drawn editions. Matt Murdock returns with a new status quo, new villains, and a fresh start for both fans and newcomers. And I can't wait to see how bad they screw this one up. But they actually have
they might end up like putting something in there, they'd have to spend more money. I don't know if they're willing to do that, but was it a packing thing or was it a shipping thing?
It was a little bit of everything, Todd. They were not packed very well in the bags. It was obvious that they were mishandled, and in shipping they slid and moved all over the place, and that caused a lot of issues. And they're reporting almost 100% of books in the blind bags are damaged.
100%.
100%.
Holy shit.
Yep. So here's some covers for this new Daredevil #1. This is I believe Ryan Stegman, Joe Quesada, which they've brought him back to do Marvel work again. So
I have to tell you, I think Joe Quesada's stuff as of late is pretty awful.
Yeah,
I have not since he really started to
who is this one? Doesn't say.
Who was it that I was just watching the other day? Oh, dude. Remind me about the Rob Liefeld Ink Pup episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Daredevil Rivals version. That one's okay. Okay.
These are not good at all.
I can't tell who the artist is, but these are some really weak ass covers.
These are terrible. These aren't covers.
No, this is what you're going to buy and get in a blind bag.
Awful. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
And then these are sketch variants. Mark Bagley.
Now, are these aren't originals? These are actually
No, these are original sketches done on them that'll be in the blind bags.
Okay, so you could actually get that.
Yeah, an original Bill Sienkiewicz, Crazy Uncle Bill.
But it's a 1-of-1, right?
Yeah. Panoja. And then here's a preview of the inside. Nah, I'm probably gonna skip it. I may just buy one just to see what I get, but that's probably it. I'm not going crazy for this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, they screwed up the whole first foray into blind bags horribly. So, all right, there's a couple other people here. Let's see. Hi to everybody. Tank's here. Tank says, to all of you magnificent bastards and bastages. He's talking about you, Todd.
Hello.
Says, like and share, please, please. Reality says, wow, a lot of cons. Is that more than everywhere else in the state? In Berlin, we only have one I know of. Well, he's also reading off a list of little cons as well. I mean, like hotel cons and stuff like that. Cons happen every weekend almost all over the place. The big ones, the good ones, they vary. They're out there. But I think MegaCon is sometime in March, maybe? We actually talked about it last time and I forgot. But yeah, we'll see. The Tucci. That's right, Billy Tucci. Tank says, at Comic-Con cruise, blue man's taps you. Blue mana taps you. At the Comic Sea cruise, blue mana taps you.
You can't do a gaming thing with Andrew. He doesn't know what the hell you're talking.
I have no idea what he means. He says, "Oh, come on, that was good." Doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Good attempt. good try. You have to remember, Andrew has had a stroke. He can't read.
I can read, but I only read what I understand. Oh well. So tell me about this Rob Liefeld thing.
Yeah, this is actually really interesting. So he did an episode with the Ink Pup guys, Ink Pulp, whatever it is.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, you do. They've got the podcast. It's Eric Canetti and Matteo Scalera, and
I'm not aware they did a podcast.
They've been doing a podcast for like 5 years. It's on YouTube. It's every week.
Never heard of it. Nope, never heard of it.
This is the problem with people. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Okay.
Hold on. 1 second.
Is it popular?
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Begs to differ in the fact that it's popular. If I haven't heard of it.
I mean, it's for comics it's popular, but it's like all right,
like that's not half of my life right now.
If you actually know anything about comics or you're interested in comics, then yeah, I mean, you probably know it.
Damn, that hurt. I have people that'll come in every now and then and they'll mention a comic they're looking for because they heard about it on YouTube, and I know exactly which show they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So,
are you gonna pull it up?
Oh, I realize you're sharing something. Okay.
Yeah. So this is Ink Pulp.
Ink Pulp. Okay, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's Eric Canetti. I'm gonna butcher them all. It's Eric Canetti, Matteo Scalera, and what's this? The main guy. Like I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. Like shit.
All right, well I'll go check it out later.
But anyway, what's interesting about it is that they discuss things every week, obviously.
Right.
But they also
like we do, right?
Yeah, and they sometimes do interviews, right? So they, Dean Haspiel. There's Anatomy of a Podcast. What makes a prestige product in comics. So they kind of sometimes they interview people, sometimes it's just them on the podcast, and they do it pretty much. I mean, they've done this for a long time. I mean, you can see, like, I'm scrolling through it, like, they've done it for a while, right? Anyway, they had Rob Liefeld on very recently.
Sure.
And man, it's called The Downfall of Marvel. And let me tell you, I am starting to like Rob Liefeld more and more because he's certainly at the age where he does not give a shit at all. And he just basically tears into Marvel, and boy, like, I don't know if there's like bad blood, but like he thinks Joe Quesada is absolutely a big loser. Like he hated him.
Well, Joe Quesada was well after the Image guys. I don't think he.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any involvement. I mean,
No, but
as
Joe was
editor in chief,
he was-
maybe, but not.
he was talking about directly with like the downfall of Marvel. So the idea that Joe got in there and that was sort of the birth of the decompressed storytelling where like you'd have like 3 episodes of people eating and like talking and all that kind of stuff. Basically, it was like the whole waiting for the trade thing,
Right.
where people started waiting for the trade because like, oh, the trade will be good, and then but like no one's buying the comics because when you set it up like a movie in a 6-issue limited series, the first 3 issues are just like people talking and walking and setting up shit, right? So he really tore into him. I highly recommend it. It's this episode right here. He tears into him for about an hour, and it's a lot of fun. Highly entertaining.
Okay. Well,
yeah. And this they interviewed Joe Madureira too, like a couple months ago, and that was actually really good too.
they don't do. Oh, okay. I was just looking at their Social Blade statistics, and they do like a new episode a week.
Yeah.
So it's very rare that they put up new stuff. Probably explains why they only have 9,000 subscribers.
No, I know you don't believe this, but most people on YouTube do a show a week.
Yeah, well, that's not the way to get subscribers and keep them. You know, one a week is I don't know.
Most pretty much every single YouTube show that I watch outside of yours, Andrew, every single YouTube
You
channel
don't
that I
watch
watch
mine,
is
and I
one
know
episode.
it.
Huh?
Stop. You don't watch mine.
Every show that I watch is one episode a week.
Oh, well, then you're missing out because daily content's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, now the question is, how long have they been doing it? Because I've been doing it for a lot longer. But then again, I put up 2 videos a day, a video and a short every day, and then live stream on Saturdays. So they're literally doing everything I do except daily stuff.
Right. Well, I don't think they I mean, I'm pretty sure they haven't been doing it as long as you have, but they've been doing it for, if I had to guess, like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Well, they're obviously not doing it for the money. Let's put it that way. It's not a revenue stream that is
Well, so you can't say that either because
they're working professionals. They're not live stream, or YouTubing is not their profession.
They're YouTubing to gain an audience so they can sell Kickstarter stuff.
Well, yeah, that's a good possibility.
Well, I mean, no, that's what they're doing.
Well, I'm looking at their views. They have a daily average of about 1,100 views.
Mhm.
My scam channel has 2,300 daily views on average.
Mhm.
So I get more than double what they get. So, but then again,
Yeah, but
it's a totally
Again,
different thing.
you're also not doing comics.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, the comics, like, as a niche, is very, 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 very small.
It's almost like they don't want to put the effort into making daily content because the niche is so small. They don't need to.
Well,
Maybe
no,
that's it.
because
Maybe
they're
that's it.
working
I don't know.
professionals. They're not going to be like, they're not going to do daily content because they have jobs like most people. Andrew.
Sure. Nah, I like seeing other channels that are below me.
Oh my God, the ego.
Their weekly average views
Mhm.
is 5,600. 5,600. Mine is 14,400. So just a little bit more than them.
Mhm.
So it's okay. That's okay. I mean, we're all, doing the best we can.
Andrew, you're such a dick. I enjoy it, sir.
I know. But when I heard that the Coliseum of Comics sold out of that issue, I was like, man, that's just, I don't know. Part of me thinks that's low down and dirty. But then again, if you tell the customer, hey, the books may be damaged inside the bags. And they did. They put up a sign warning people, and people still bought them. They're just customers are just dumb.
Or they're doing something else with them that we don't know about.
Well, they told me they sold them all out. So, what more do you think they're doing with them?
Yeah, I don't know.
So, all right. Well, I have subscribed to Ink Pulp. I will check it out and take a listen to the Rob Liefeld interview. That sounds like fun.
It's really good.
Okay. So something we talked about last night on the unpublished lore games was my wife had told me, or my wife had been really getting into these mini dramas in which they literally just put up an AI generated image, and then somebody, whether it's AI or whether it's a person, is reading the story. And all it is like an audio book with a visual element to it. And I really like the idea of expanding into that in order to grab people and get people to come over and check out your other videos.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I went back to one of my longer, one of my Jamaican lottery scam videos. The first video, there was like 7 or 8 of them, I think. And the first one, and it's literally a series. It's me dealing with them, and there's some really funny parts in it. And the first episode was like 25 minutes. So my thought was to cut it into 2.5 to 3 minute episodes, do it with AI generated cartoon images of me and the scammers, and create a series of shorts that eventually will be put into a playlist where somebody can choose the playlist and start from the beginning and watch the whole thing with the animated. Well, it's not animated, but it's cartoon figures, and not just me staring into the camera, which, as you probably guess, can be quite boring after a while. And my goal is to create a series of these and release them all on like Instagram, in order to, because Instagram is made for the phone, made for the short video. So we'll see if we can drive more traffic by introducing them to the content in a way that's how they like to see it, you know. But we'll see how it happens. But it's not like I'm not sitting on the content, you know. I think when I did what I did at the end of that series was create one video with all the parts to it. I think I did that, and I think it was like I'll have to double check because I'm talking out my ass. I know I did it, but whether or not I did it, you know, whether I remember doing it. But the idea was to create content specifically for the app that people are watching the content on. Like for Instagram and TikTok, it's the short videos. It's the, you know, but then I wanted to make it so that it's a continuing, you know, you watch one and then you go right into the next and it continues the story, almost like a melodrama type thing. So, and I have the recordings, I have the content. It's just a matter of making it to the application that people want to watch it in.
Right.
But here's the other trick. In the first episode, I was listening to it, and the guy mumbled so horribly bad you can barely understand a lot of what he's saying. So I took it upon myself to add a subtitle track.
Hold on, really quick. Hey, Reality, how you doing? Andrew didn't say hi to you, but I will.
I did at the very beginning. He was the very first person to post.
Okay, all right.
He's just saying hi to you because you came in late.
I didn't come in late. I was busy.
We understand.
I have children.
So as I was saying, I'm adding a subtitle track to the videos.
Okay.
And there are parts where the scammer is almost completely unintelligible with his talking.
Okay.
I literally at one point he was talking about a cashier's check, and right before it I have no idea what he said, so I put in like star no idea star, and then I realized after listening it to again, I got the context. The guy said a certified cashier's check, but the word certified, he butchered it so bad that you could not tell that's what he was saying. So I went back and I fixed it. But my God, their way of talking is so difficult to understand that the subtitles may or may not help. But it literally means I'm having to add subtitles every 1 to 1.5 seconds.
Now, are you doing it manual, or are you
doing it manually? I'm doing it manually because the YouTube or Instagram generated.
Yeah, they're terrible.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Yeah. So I'm taking that extra step for my customers, for the people out there. So we'll see. I got the first one done. It's like 2.5 minutes long. I just saved it and then flipped it sideways, and then I realized there's a couple areas where the subtitles are too far out and they get crunched. So I'm gonna have to redo that little part. But luckily, I didn't delete the whole thing. I didn't delete the building file before I finished it, so I can easily fix those. But that's what I've been doing for the last, oh good God, this one episode. I feel like you, Todd, making videos for YouTube. You know, it takes weeks and weeks. Well, actually, this one took me hours, a couple hours.
Wow.
It's still not done. So yeah, well,
it's intense.
Yeah, you do it for the stuff that makes you money, right?
Yeah, it's hardcore. A couple hours.
Yeah. I really think somebody else out there should make short animated videos for their YouTube channel.
God, you're such a dick.
No, I'm just saying. I think it's a good thing. I think you'd be great at it, but give it time and it'll happen.
I'm doing as much as I can.
I know. Speaking of which, the last time we talked about new adult fantasy, we talked about the one prior to the end of the year one. Do you want to show and talk about, or we should really do it with Avery here. Avery should be here for this. So if he's not here, I don't know if we want to do it.
What, sorry, remind me, what are we talking about? The
last adult fantasy video that was released before the end of the year.
Yes. Yeah,
it's very funny. And we should include Avery in it.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he's not here tonight.
Yeah, well, I sent him the info. Hold on a second. I didn't check my text. Usually if he can't come, he texts me.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to check real quick. I don't think I got a text, which is okay. It's all right. Oh. Yeah, because I wanted to talk about what kind of SOBs you two are. And I really can't do it without him here because I need to get his side of the story because I mentioned something that I thought.
Get his side of the story. I told you the whole thing.
Yeah, but when I talked to him about it, I made some mistakes, and I said it was Avery's idea, and he says, no, this is all Todd's idea.
No, it was my idea.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I told him you said it was his idea, which I don't think is true or not. That's why I wanted you both here to keep me honest. So, I know MK was here. Wait a minute. What did reality say? Hey, Todd. No, Drew did say hi. Yes. At the very beginning.
I'm just making sure.
Okay.
You know.
But last week during the live stream, Todd was not here because he was still traveling, and I asked Avery if he got the packages that I sent with Todd when Todd went and visited him, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "What do you mean? What am I talking about?" He had a bag of books that he was supposed to give you and a box from Richard that I'd had for over a year. And it was fragile and I didn't want to send it through the mail because I didn't know what it was. And he told me, no, Todd didn't bring me anything. And I was so pissed. So pissed at my brother Todd that I wanted to kill him. And yeah. Shut the F up.
I love it.
So how was your trip? Were you glad to be home?
No.
No.
I mean, here, yes.
I wasn't talking about Jacksonville.
My home, not your home, not Florida.
You were home. You were happy to be home in the north.
Yes, interestingly, man, it just took a lot out of me. Like
traveling does, especially with small children.
Yeah, it was a lot, man. We traveled for 10 days. We saw, a lot of people, and still had to cut. Like I basically still cut like 75% of my family off the list.
Yeah,
because like I just can't. Like it's just too much. And so if they ever found out that I was in Florida, like they would be so pissed. But I just can't do it all.
No, I understand.
So yeah, I mean, it was a fun time. I had a lot of. It was absolutely great seeing everybody. I got to see. I even got to see a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in like over 30 years,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Which is crazy that we're old enough to be able to say like, oh yeah, I haven't seen you in 30 years. Like that's really fucking weird. But yeah, like I really had a good time overall.
Well, you got to come by your favorite comic book store, right?
I did. I came by your store and raided it, which was great. Been organizing my comic collection ever since.
Very good.
But yeah, I mean, it was a little tough though. You know, the kids are done by like day 7 of 10. You know, so the last 3 days they were just like not having anything. They were so done.
Yeah.
They were tired of being in the car and all that. But yeah, I mean, we got home Saturday night, and then Sunday was packed. So I really like Monday. I was a vegetable. So Monday I just didn't do anything. I cleaned. So one of the things that I like to do, at the end of the year or the beginning of the year, it usually falls either towards the end of the year or like the first week of the new year, is I like to go through everything and organize and throw things away and like just clean, like just get everything ready for the year. So I went into my email and did inbox 0, so I have no emails in there. I got my Trello board and all my to-do lists. I got all that clean and ready for this year. I cleaned up. You can't really tell because this shot always looks the same.
Yeah.
But I organized a lot of this room, a lot of the studio.
Have you put anything on your walls? Anything new on your walls?
Not yet, no.
How long have you lived in that house?
5 years. Whatever.
That's anybody that visits Todd and has visited his previous homes, you'll notice the lack of stuff on the walls. And he literally has framed pictures and art on the floor in front of where it's supposed to go on the wall. It's just not on the wall yet.
But everything is organized.
Yes, it's all organized. It's just not
Very
where it's
clean.
supposed to be just yet.
Yes, very organized. So like I took care of a couple shelves. I actually have a box of stuff ready for you now. So when you
For
come
me?
up,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Okay.
So when you come up for Heroes Con, you've got a long box and some other things coming.
That's because you just want to get rid of the long boxes.
I went through my entire collection and went through the duplicates and then went through the triplicates. And yeah, in fact, the only thing, so I've done all the work. I'm clean. I know where I'm going this year. I know what Adult Fantasy is going to be this year. And really the last thing that I have to do that is kind of like, I always push it off because it's just such a chore, is go through my computer and
Oh, geez. Be
Yeah.
easier just to buy a new computer and start
I know.
from scratch.
I've got all of these files. Some of them I just never. I just take I am such a collector. I take screenshots every day. I download shit every day, and now I have to organize that and put it away. And it's gonna take me a month. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it all day every day for a month.
You know
But I've
what's so
started to chip away at it.
You know what's so sad is if you think about all the stuff you have like stored like in a Dropbox or something, stuff that you don't need, that you don't want, that you don't care about, but you're paying somebody to house it.
Yeah.
I really need to go through my Dropbox. There's so much. There at one point I just moved crap over there,
Yeah.
and there's.
Well,
a lot
I'm going to
of
get my goal for this year is to get it's called a NAS, an NAS, and basically what it is sort of like your own private Dropbox,
Okay.
but it's like a server, so it's at your house, and it has multiple bays, and so it backs up across multiple bays, all at the same time. So if one drive burns out, it doesn't matter. There's like 3 backups, right?
Okay.
So it's like your home. It's like a server for your home, and all of them now have like online app components, so you can access your files anywhere. So it's kind of like having your own private Dropbox.
Oh hell. It's not Heroes Con is not on Father's Day weekend again this year.
Is it?
It's the
Is it
weekend
not?
before. It's the weekend before.
No.
Oh, well, that stinks. Well, I mean, it's still fine, but it's the 12th, 13th, and 14th of June. I usually wait till about a month before, so buy our tickets, but I'll take care of them beforehand. But I'm hoping other people are willing to come up and visit with us and stay with us and hang out. I talked to Jason while he was in town. Is considering going, but if he goes, it may only be for a day or two, and of course he'll get a hotel room and all. I told him, I said, Todd might let you sleep here. You know, he's got a garage. You know, let the Filipino stay out in the garage. That's fine. But he's kind of his interest in conventions nowadays is really weird. His current obsession are shirts. It's a brand of shirts that he gets at conventions. There are con exclusive shirts, like Star Wars shirts or Marvel shirts, and he really likes the Star Wars one. But he's actually part of a group of people that actually will go to conventions and buy shirts for other people. As long as you pay for them, they'll send them to you and all. And he's gotten some shirts from conventions that he's never been to. But used to be comics, then it was Pops. Now it's shirts. He's got an addiction to collecting shirts. He did collect shoes at one point. He hasn't done that for years, he said. But yeah, his new thing is shirts.
I can understand that. I absolutely could see having a thing for shirts.
Yeah, but they're dress shirts. They're like, you know, collars and buttons and everything, but they're not custom made, but limited quantities that are only available at certain cons at certain times. Just crazy. It's a whole aspect of comic convention and cons that we don't really give a shit about.
Yeah.
You know?
This is true.
Well, last year at Heroes Con, I can't say last year because it was last year. The big thing for me was getting signatures, getting signed books. I really want to get back into buying art, but I don't know if I'm going to have the budget for that this year. We'll see. But getting signed books, that was a lot of fun. You know?
Getting books signed is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't done anything with a single one that I got signed, but you know.
Well, it's not really about that, you know.
Speak for yourself, my friend. I own a store. I got to sell stuff.
No, you don't. You don't have to
Did I tell you? No, actually, you didn't see it because I showed it last week. One of the comics that was in a collection I bought was just a random early X Factor issue, like in the 20s or something, and you can clearly see across the title Louise Simonson's signature.
Oh, no way.
But you can also see down at the bottom Walt's signature.
Dude.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, that's so freaking cool.
That's amazing.
I probably have it.
You have it
somewhere. I don't know. I'm not sure. I might. I got so much stuff sitting around here. I don't know if I have it right where I can reach it. Let's see. I'm not seeing it here, which means it's probably in another stack. But yeah, it was kind of cool. You know,
that is pretty darn cool.
And both of them are still around, so it's not like it's something it's impossible to get. But
well, you know, again,
just kind of
older.
Yeah. It's one of those things, and it's not any specific issue of Fantastic Four or X Factor. It's just a random issue that they both worked on. So
that's actually really cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's not as cool as finding a Stan Lee signature, and I've done that a couple of times. Actually,
that just shows you like how many books that dude signed, where people are like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Which is sad. Which is really sad.
People are just like, oh, where did my darn Stan Lee signature go? Oh, well.
I had a guy that brought in, he didn't bring in the actual thing, but it was a picture. He brought me a picture of, it was a Cobra Kai like preview comic book.
Okay.
That he got signed by 15 actors from the show.
That's cool.
And it was graded. And I'm like, holy shit, you know?
That's awesome.
I'm like, and I didn't even want to ask him how much he wanted for it because it's not a number I could even fathom. I mean, even if it was a couple $1,000s, it's still not.
It wouldn't be a couple grand. It might be a couple $100, right?
Yeah, but CGC, in order to verify signatures, they charge $25 per signature.
Oh, okay.
So if there's 15 people signing it, you know, That's
And this was like fully authenticated.
yes. It would cost like $400, or is that right? 4 for 100, 15 is 6. Yeah, about $400 just to verify the signature. So, but
That's too much.
hey, Richard's here. Richard says the Simonsons are nice people, are a nice couple. Yes, they are.
Nice.
He says, "Good evening, gentlemen. I hope your Christmas was good." Absolutely was. By the way, Richard, we were talking earlier. You remember that one box that was fragile that you wanted to go to Avery? Well, I had told you I was not going to put it in the mail. I was going to hand deliver it. Well, last year, I never got an opportunity to go up and see him to hand deliver it. And then this guy came into town, and I gave it to him and said, "Would you please deliver this to Avery?" Because he was going to go see Avery after seeing me. And then when I asked Avery about getting his box, do you know what he said to me? "What box? What are you talking about?" They were pulling my fucking leg. But he got the box, and I wanted to hear what he had to say about it, but needless to say, it did finally get to Avery. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Avery and Todd, and this may be a reason the two of them do not show up next week. But next week, we're going to do a drawing episode, meaning anybody that joins the stream for the hour and a half or so that we do, we're going to pull out the pens and paper, and we're going to draw. And if you don't want to draw, you don't have to, but you'll be the odd man out and you'll look like a sissy pussy boy. That's all I'm saying. You'll be tagged as a sissy pussy boy if you don't want to draw. Now, if you don't show up, we're still going to tag you as a pussy sissy boy. But next week, we're going to do a draw stream where anybody who can and wants to draw can draw. And, you know, it'd be great if we had sketchbooks where we could just draw in them and then pass them off to somebody else and maybe make it a thing, you know?
Wow.
Speaking of which, do you even know where the sketchbook is?
Of course. Do you understand how organized I am? It's literally right here. I'm touching it right now.
Knowing how anal you are about your stuff, the fact that I don't believe I believed when he said you didn't deliver the stuff. I can't. When you texted me back, said, "Dude, I wanted to read them. I figured I'd just send them to him later." Just that was you in a nutshell. But to not deliver them is unfathomable to me. And I believed
I was trying
it.
to give you I did give you like a really nice clue because I was just like me. I was like, what's the most fucked up thing that I could tell Andrew? And it was, I was like, I'll just send it to him when I send the sketchbook. Because I knew you'd be like, it's been a year and a half. Like that's basically like me saying he'll never get it.
I did jokingly say to Avery, we may have to start another sketchbook because we're never going to get it back from Todd.
You are going to get it back from me. I'm just,
I see you twice a year. I should be exchanging sketchbooks with you twice a year.
Yes. 2
sketches from you a year is not unrealistic.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Which means I'm going to start a second sketchbook. I'm going to have to. Punk. So, have you put a sketch in that sketchbook yet, or have you thought about what you're going to put in there?
Not really. But it's a sketch. Like I'll probably do one of the adult fantasy characters. So.
Oh, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. And if you screw it up and it looks ugly, we'll tell you.
Nah, I'll knock it out of the park. You know, it's just I know I've just got so much stuff going on. I'm just trying to get everything done.
Reality says, "Wow, that's cool. Live drawing on YouTube. Best thing about that been thinking about that for a while." Well, I'm giving everybody a week's notice.
Don't give them any ideas, Reality.
I'm throwing it out there that everybody needs to be set up to do a sketch. And if Zach wants to do a sketch, and if Zach doesn't,
you're going to be the only one on the stream next week.
For the record, I can't draw.
That's all right. Neither can my son, but he draws really good stick figures.
Yeah, I can't even draw that.
Well, you can read us a story, do something creative. But we haven't drawn on a live stream in a long time, and we're going to do it next week.
All right,
And if
fair enough.
if I am the only one doing it, then I'll be the only one doing it.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right,
do so.
all right, fair enough. I'll make sure to have I'll make sure to have a movie queued up during that time, and yeah.
I can see Zach having a movie on mute, commentating on a movie, like telling us, like doing his own commentary track on a movie. Reality says, "I'll be there checking out Todd's skills."
Great.
Yeah, we all want to see that. We all
yeah, I
want
know.
to see
Does
that.
that mean I have to? So this is a way for you to get me to draw the sketchbook.
It could be. It
That's
could be.
basically what you're doing. And
Yep.
it's not wrong. It's not wrong. You know, it's not wrong.
Reality said, some of the other channels I watch all do additional member content, and I hope some of them have thousands of members.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't done member-only content yet. I mean, I honestly probably have enough content that I could do that, but I pretty much put everything out there. Everything out there is for everybody, you know? And I haven't made any, I don't ask people to pay for anything, and you know, maybe that'll change in the future. You never know, but I think my best stuff is there. You know, I do more every day and I put more out every day, but the best stuff is what's out right now. You know, he says he liked that. Tank said he liked that idea.
Yeah.
But he had to bounce. Okay. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, Tank. He already left, but that's okay. Rhea says, "Hi, Todd." No, Drew did say, okay, I read that already. He says, is that about the gifts from Santa Drew? Santa Drew? Yes, Santa Drew is a wonderful person. Oh, I read that one too. Okay, I know Richard's here. But otherwise, it was actually a slow week this week.
I was going to ask you, like, how I would assume it would be a slow week.
I got a couple of collection of comics, and I knocked them out inventory-wise within the first 2 days, so... I mean, there was nothing spectacular in there. You know, no hidden gems or whatnot. But I did that, the collection where I sent 5 of my buddy and 7 of my comics to CGC has been received by CGC. So hopefully we'll be hearing something back on those. I sent another collection of 5 comics, some older comics, to get graded. And then I'm working on another set of comics to be sending out probably this week as well. So I'm trying to do like every 2 weeks. Send out some comics. So this next round that I send out will probably be modern comics.
That's awesome.
So we'll see. I got to go through my stacks and find what I want to get, what graded next, and go from there. Got a couple that I really need to get graded. One of the guys, I watch his videos. I like his videos sometimes. Sometimes I don't like his take on things, but I watch his videos anyway. Was talking about the most valuable comics from the 2000s, and this is from 2000 to 2009, and he showed like 75 comics and their values, and I had like 2 of them. It's like, okay, so I got a couple, but that's when do you remember that Dirty Pair series from Dark Horse?
Of course.
Where cover number 1 was by Adam Hughes?
Yes.
That's like a $600 comic right now, raw.
Really?
Yes, it's huge. It's one of the most sought after ones. Yeah, because it's an Adam Hughes cover and it's fantastic. And Michael Turner covers from that time period go for a lot too. And I'm like, freaking A. You know, I had several of those when I was younger, but don't have them now. But that's okay. But he was looking specifically at comics that raw were $100 or more. And of all of them, I think I had 2 of them currently in my collection.
Damn.
You know, one was a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic issue that introduced some new character. And then another one, I forgot what it was, but I'd have to watch the video again. But this was also during the time of Walking Dead and Invincible #1 were on those lists. So I had Invincible #1 way back in the day, but I'd never had Walking Dead #1. I was never into the zombie comic. God.
Walking Dead #1 at one point was like a $10,000 book.
In some cases, in some graded cases, it is. So people go crazy for that stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, I'm done talking. I'm tired. How about you?
I mean,
You have anything else you want to share?
No, I mean, I think it's just, it's the beginning of the year. And like I said, I pretty much took this week off just to clear, really just to recuperate. And I've been like sleeping and napping and like cleaning and getting ready and making plans. Like basically I have done so much work to like get this year's plans locked and loaded. So
Yeah. Well, my plan to have one of my major projects done by the end of last year did not happen. I got very close. There's still a few little things left to do, so I'm going to keep working on it and get it done. It's just when I get new comics or something in the store, those are important to inventory to get into the store. So I'm up late at night inventorying comics, and you know me, I've got to bag and board everything, I got to tag everything, I got to inventory it, I got to put the value on, I got to do all that stuff. And for the longest time, I have two spreadsheets, one that keeps track of comics and then one that keeps track of everything else in my store, whether it's DVDs or whatnot. And for the longest time, trade paperbacks and graphic novels were in the all other dashboard. Lately, whenever somebody trades in a graphic novel or a trade paperback, I put it in the comics inventory. So literally I have trades in both inventories, not duplicates, but it's either in one or the other. So I made a decision to move all the trades and hardcovers over to the comic section. And the problem with that is, for everything to balance the way I have it set up, if I move my inventory over, I have to also move over anything that's sold in those categories.
all right.
And then I have to go back to like 2020 and go through all my sold records and move them over. And then to add an even worse caveat to it, each one is tagged with where I got it or who I got it from. So I have to move everything over and recreate that into the other dashboard. And
then why move it over?
Because I'm anal about having things in the right place.
See, we're very similar. The only difference is that like I'm actually projecting it onto where I live and you're not.
Yeah, well, it's a matter of not only having the inventory in the right dashboard, it's a matter of having all the sales in the right dashboard.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I will say, like, having looked over your shoulder and watched you use the system you made, it's elegant. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, from a systems perspective, it's amazing.
I can tell you who traded in what on a certain day, how much I paid for it or how much I traded for it, how much I've made from it since the very first sale, and how much I still have left to sell and how much it's valued at and how much. Yeah, I know what everything is. I know if I made a good investment or not.
It's really, really cool. I'm not going as deep because I don't have a retail store, but I've got, basically I took my collection's over here off camera, but I took my entire collection and I went through everything, and then I put all the duplicates in one area, and then I ordered all of the comics by artist name. So I have most of the comics by artist name, and then I have two long boxes or two short boxes where I'm not really collecting the artist, but it might be, but they're so good. It might be like Kevin Nolan, right? Like Kevin Nolan's phenomenal, but I have like two books. I'm not putting like a section that says Kevin Nolan for 2 books. You know what I mean? So I have like a couple of boxes of that I'm going to alphabetize. And then I've got my duplicate box, which I split up into my duplicate box and a box for the kids. So the kids got triplicates or other books that I just didn't want, right? And so the duplicate box is over there, and I actually unbagged and boarded all of them so I can just pull something out, and it's just total free-for-all. And then for the collection, for the artist, for the main alphabetized by artist collection, I'm going to take a little cue off of you, and I'm probably not going to be able to do it till the summer, but what I'd like to do then is start a spreadsheet of like, okay, here are the books, here's the artists, here are the issue numbers, and using like just online tools, figuring out where the holes are in the collection that I want to buy, like the issues that I want, right?
Yeah.
So that'll take me forever, but that'll be a fun little challenge.
Well, it could be interesting. Now, let me ask you a question. What if you have a book that has more than one artist that you separate and collect by? You have to have 2 copies, 3 copies?
So that's a problem that I didn't realize. It really, you know what it was? You'll probably remember this book. There was a summer book that Marvel did, and it was like a jam, and I don't remember the name of it. I want to say it was like a summer special, but the cover was an Art Adams cover.
Yep.
And Art Adams did something in there, but then so did everybody else. So it's like everybody that I collect is in the book. Right. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm probably just going to pick, like, honestly, like, since the cover is Art Adams, like, I'll probably just put it in the Art Adams bin. But yeah, that is actually a problem when it's like you've got 2 books and one's Dennis Cowan and the second story is, I don't know, Jim Lee. Like, what do you do with that? So
that would be a problem.
Yeah, I just picked.
That would be a problem of your own making.
No, fuck off. But it's better for me. This is so much better because I can go in and I can be like again, dude, my John Buscema collection, my John Buscema books, it's almost one entire short box. Just John Buscema, no duplicates. Just like, here's his run. I'm like, damn, I love it. I love it. And I got to rebag and board them and all that. Put them in order, all that kind of stuff. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. Because that's the next step, is like alphabetizing inside the artist run, right? Like Jason Pearson would have Body Bags be first, and then Legion would be after that.
Right.
Inside of his name, right?
Yeah, but that's not the way it should go. But all right, let me share this with you guys real quick. Just to give you like a quick teaser of what I'm talking about. So this is prior to converting it into a short. So this is just the original video with the subtitles, but I'm going to share it with you real quick. Hello? Who's this?
There's Tony from the Ship Space Water Department. How are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. How can I help you?
I'm doing great. My call in regard to your certified cashier check here, where you want yourself, whether it's coming over, and you will be notified for your price today.
What price are you talking about?
A package here where you want yourself over 50,000 in cash here for you.
Oh wow!
He really does know how to speak English. That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, but yeah, there's already a problem with the subtitles. There's one section where just a little too much in there, and it gets cropped when it gets turned into a short. So I don't know. I could release the video as is.
I thought you were going to let us watch the whole thing.
No, I just wanted you to see what I was talking about, what it looked like.
It looks great.
Yeah. There is some movement where I like, but that was all ChatGPT. I said, make an animated looking picture of this character. And then I just had him talking on the phone, being happy, being surprised, being sad, being confused. Mm-hmm. It's real simple. It doesn't take a lot of work.
No, it looks good.
Yeah. But that's my current side project. Oh, wow. Here, look at this. This is, we're not going to go through this whole thing, but I just wanted to show you the Heroes online, the Heroes Con page. Mm-hmm. The image of Wonder Woman right there. That's a Jenny Frison.
Oh, that's nice.
I wonder if she's going to have the cover to the book this year.
Well, yeah, obviously I would assume that would be the cover.
Yeah, well, that's one way to do it. That's a pretty cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Heroes Con, man.
Yeah, Heroes Con's one of the better ones. And it's also small enough that it's not crazy insane,
Are you doing MegaCon this year?
We were just talking about that, maybe going down one day, but we're going to go down either Thursday or Friday. Zach, I know, is already getting his ticket for Saturday, so.
I know Scott from WAGMI Games is going to be there. I think going to have a booth. And you should stop by because I think they're going to try to print up some of those comics.
Okay.
Or you could grab a few because I don't have any. I've never seen a copy. Huh?
Reality says if you guys do that regularly, the live drawing, I think that's what attracts some viewers. I know there are videos out there of people making art, and they are very popular. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes I gotta push these guys into something. And he says, "Little sneaky scam rat." Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
Yeah, that thing is actually pretty cool.
It's funny.
It's pretty good.
All right, well, guys, we're gonna wrap up because I gotta go to bed. I still gotta make my video for tomorrow, but then I gotta go to bed. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I was up early this morning.
Oh, dude, my dog woke me up at 3, and everyone. It's not every night. Some thing in my house wakes me up. It's unbelievable. 3 in the morning. He's like, all of a sudden, he has got to go to the bathroom. I'm like, I was trying to take you out. Like, so stupid.
Yeah, well, that's life with children and pets.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, well, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Don't work too hard. Try not to kill yourselves, and stay away from Minnesota. Best
Jeez.
advice I can give anybody. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you all next time.
All right.
All right.
Later.
All right.
Bye, everybody.